Hey there. Well, make sure you grab an extra layer as you head out today because these are the temperatures that we're waking up to. So we have some 40s on the board, including in the city, 49 degrees, 50 in Ann Arbor, 47 up in Pontiac, and we have 50 in Monroe. Northeasterly winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour will be sustained throughout the day today. Cloudy start, but we will see those clouds break a little bit later this afternoon. In the meantime, though, our temperatures are about 10 degrees warmer here compared to the folks on the west side of the state. So right off of Lake Michigan, we're looking at a few upper 30s, in fact, 38 Muskegon, 39 in Ludington, and same off in Big Rapids. And so we'll take the upper 40s or low 50s compared to those temperatures off to the west. But we get into the 50s later this morning into the early part of the afternoon before 60s work their way in for the afternoon high. So forecasting 64 for the afternoon high, putting us more than 5 degrees below average, but we'll have those clouds giving way to a little bit of sun today. Today's the driest day of the week. You can see the active pattern off to the southwest, and so that's what's going to eventually work its way into our neighborhood. Now, warm front will be lifting across portions of the plains into at least that southern tier of Illinois, and so there is a marginal to slight risk for severe weather there, but the biggest risk today will be down into Oklahoma, level 4 on a 5-level scale, so moderate risk for some strong storms where tornadoes and hail, the primary threat down there. But bringing it back closer to home, we have the clouds to start. Northerly flow might make it feel a couple degrees cooler. Clouds breaking as we head into the late afternoon and evening, but clouds will thicken up. And if you look right after about 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow, we start to see that rain lifting. And then by 7 o'clock, that's closer to the 696 corridor. So I do think that clips the evening rush hour drive. Here's a more broad view. And this brings more widespread rain with this computer data here, but low pressure system off to the west by the time we get towards tomorrow morning. So that's bringing the rain to our southwest, but that will be lifting across the region. So of course, as we head into the later part of tomorrow, pre-dawn hours Wednesday, we do have those rain showers that'll be draping the area. And then it's more of a scattered variety as we're on the back edge of that low going into late Wednesday, Thursday. Now this is long range model data, so we'll be fine tuning that within a 48-hour time span when we get the more high resolution data. And so that makes it look a little bit less overdone like these long range models do. But nonetheless, you see the moisture that's working its way in. So I think there are good chances for off and on showers throughout the rest of the week. Quick look at that Memorial Day weekend forecast. We'll be rising into the upper 60s, and we should be dry for the Memorial Day holiday as of right now. But we'll be right around 60 degrees come Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with those temperatures slowly climbing heading into the weekend.
Now, forewarned weather with Exact Track 4D.
You're a Costco girl?
I am. I love fueling up at Costco. When I lived in Ohio, we had the Giant Eagle grocery. I know, but listen to this, though. You'll be envious because the Giant Eagle, a grocery chain, they have a get-go gas component. So Kroger, you get like up to $1 off a gallon, right?
Right.
But at Get-Go, you can get unlimited. So there was a year like I didn't even pay for gas.
Really?
Yeah, because I would buy gift cards and get the points and go out to dinner and so like you could get more than $1 off a gallon, just unlimited points that you gain.
Figured out the system.
Yes.
Get
we get
go,
some
open up your
So
machine.
maybe there's one reason to go.
Exactly.
And now that might have changed. They might have been like, yeah, there are more people like you than we
It was
like.
you. You messed it up for everybody. You're out there. See, you're losing money on this, too.
Yeah, exactly. But everyone can empathize, though, with the pain of paying for gas.
Totally. That's why we need more sunshine and more summer weather. It just helps.
Can you help us with that?
I wish I could, but we do have some cooler conditions that are going to be building in. We're taking a live look at Metro Airport. So instead of driving, maybe you're taking a flight out of town. We have a flight that's landing live right now with one of our sky cams here. But it's a cloudy start. It's cooler than average. And that's the stretch that we're in over the next few days. So 50 over at Metro, but 46 in Pontiac. We have 50 in Grosse Ile and Port Huron at 46. We've had pretty much a northeasterly breeze, about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that will be the trend throughout the day. So your forecast today, we only top out in the low to mid 60s. 71 is the average high this time of year, so that does put us below average. But this is the driest day, really over the next 6 or 7, as we will be entering more of a wet pattern. Now, clouds will break anyway to some sunshine this afternoon, but there's the culprit of what will bring that unsettled pattern over the next several days. Now, severe threat because of those fronts down into Oklahoma today, level 4, moderate risk on a 5-level scale. But even that marginal risk will clip the southern tier of Minnesota, portions of Illinois and Indiana. So it will be working its way into the Midwest, just not here today. So let's talk about when the rain does arrive for us. So we have those clouds giving way to sunshine by about 6, and then we will have some more clouds building in after sunset tonight. But tomorrow, I've stopped the clock at 3. That's where we start to see some of that rain lifting, maybe as far north as about I-94. Certainly impactful at 3 o'clock for Monroe, Lenawee counties. Now, once again, this is Tuesday. This will continue to lift north, so some scattered rain chances all the way through the evening rush hour drive, and it'll be some rounds of off and on showers after that. So there's that low that I just showed you on radar, eventually just skirting eastward towards our area over the next couple of days. And with that, we're starting to see some rain pre-dawn hours Wednesday. That will last into at least Thursday, but you can see 11 p.m. Wednesday still dealing with the back edge of that low and off and on shower chances to round out the work and school week. So what does that mean for the long holiday weekend ahead? Well, we'll be rising back into the upper 60s for the long weekend. Still a smidge below average, but certainly better than the next few days where we're struggling to hit 60. Partly cloudy Sunday. Likely a mix of sun and clouds on Memorial Day Monday, but just a slight chance for rain on Saturday as we kickstart that long holiday weekend. The temperature outlook. So this is from the Climate Prediction Center, and this now taking us into the first couple days of June. Still trending a little bit below average. So that nice taste of summer that we had, well, a little bit more of a reality check. Even though this weekend's the unofficial start to summer, it still will feel a bit more spring-like. And so we're struggling to hit 60 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as we hold on to those rain chances starting as early as tomorrow afternoon. Slight chances as we round out the work and school week going into Saturday, but we'll be in the upper 60s for the upcoming weekend. That's a look at your 7-day forecast.